No Dream Team. It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with 5 things Americans do that drive Brits crazy. American versus British from the YouTube channel, Those Two Brits. I think that's what it's called. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Americans, let's see what we do that drives them insane.
Hi, we're Joel and Leah.
And today's video is 5 things Americans do that drive Brits crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy town.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Mental.
You have sent us a crazy town. Okay, just so you know, guys, before we get going, we have made this exact same video in reverse. So things that Brits do that drive Americans crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so you can't get too offended.
You will probably be triggered by this video and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so offended. But we have just how annoying Brits are. So Triggered. I'm triggered. No. Get over it. We make fun of everyone, regardless of who it is, even ourselves.
Take it with a pinch of salt.
Pinch of salt.
Honestly, because don't take it personally. Don't take
None of it is personal.
personally.
It's all a joke.
Yeah.
British people are sarcastic. I don't want to see any hateful comments, okay? None.
If you're going to leave a comment, just leave an emoji.
Yeah.
Say something horrible. That'll do.
So obviously, the UK and the USA are very close. There are lots of similarities between the countries.
Yeah.
For
but
sure.
there are also a lot of differences. And
Facts.
we both piss each other off.
So, shall we kick it off with the first thing that they do?
Yeah.
Give it to us.
Okay, the first thing they do is say, "Oh my God, say water."
Say water.
Say it again.
Say water.
Say
Bottle of water. I'm sorry, keep going, keep going.
Oh my God, say water.
Say water.
Say it again.
Say water.
Say table.
It's so cute.
Wait, it sounds the same.
Table.
Say table. Oh wait, no, it's not as good as water. Water.
Yeah, just saying that I love your accent. You like it's a compliment, I guess. But it's just when you hear it all the time.
Yeah.
And it's the making
kind of
fun,
annoying.
like, oh, you say water so funny. It's like, no, we just pronounce all the letters.
Yeah. Yeah, it can be a bit annoying, just constantly like coming back to the accent. It's like, yeah, we speak differently. Carry on talking.
Yeah. Which I know is kind of ironic because we've made videos like, oh, Americans say this, but let's ignore that. We know we're hypocrites.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Also, on the note of accents, like, what's even more irritating and annoying and uncomfortable is when Americans try and change, like, how they speak a little bit to sound like us, but they're still, because it's so jarring, like, it's really hard not to cringe. They'll be like, oh, I was just, like, laughing at you, and they're like, oh, it's so painful, I can't deal. I don't know, maybe it's a slip of the tongue, but it's too much.
It's just, it doesn't
Too
bother me,
much.
I find it
bothers
hilarious. Okay, this next.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. The UK y'all accents are just dope, bro. Like, I would be one of those. I wouldn't just be like, oh, say this, say that. I wouldn't be that. But like when you're talking, I would just be sitting there in the back of my head, like, bro, this accent is crazy. Like, this accent is awesome. Like when I watch Love Island UK. I just love their accents, bro. Like I absolutely love the way they talk, bro. And so I wouldn't say it, so I wouldn't be annoying, but I would think it.
It doesn't bother me, but
I find it
you.
hilarious. Okay, this next one's to do with the service industry in America. It's when they take your plates away too soon. So say if you and I were eating and you finish first because you eat fast, and so do I. But you finished even faster than I have.
Correct.
And they've taken your plate, but I'm still eating.
Yeah, hate that. Hate that.
I've said it before, I'll say it again. Don't do that to me.
Don't clear Brits' plates until everyone has finished eating. It's
so rude.
So rude.
It's literally grinds on my gears.
And we know why. We know that
you're efficient.
Your views is that you don't want a dirty plate sat in front of you. You want it gone as quickly as possible. But that is so rude in the UK.
Yeah, it's so rude. I hate it.
Yeah.
It makes me feel like I'm the only one eating.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this sucks so much. Titties.
Titties.
Also, if everyone's got their plates still, and people are coming to the end of it. You know, sometimes you're like, oh, can I try a bit of that? And I've still got my plate there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that drives us nuts.
Yeah. That drives us nuts.
That drives us nuts. That's another thing that drives us nuts.
No.
The next thing that...
No, that's completely... Yeah, that one weird. We're on completely different sides of the table on that. I prefer, like, when I finish eating, like, if you come and take my plate, because I don't know, like, now I got room, like, I don't know. I just feel better, like, because I'm done eating. I no longer need the place there. That's such a difference between UK and US. Such different mindsets on that topic. But if you grow up to well, I guess I do understand where they're coming from. Like, I guess if someone's not finished eating, they're still. It could make you feel like, well, okay, I'm being rushed to eat. Like, now I'm the only one eating, and they finish their food. But that's one where, like, I'm on the completely opposite aisle, of course, because I probably got the American mindset. But, like, yeah, when I finish my food, I'd prefer you come and get my plates, if possible.
That's another thing that drives us nuts. The next thing that drives us absolutely crazy, bonkers, is the inability to use indoor voices.
I feel that.
Before we filmed the video, and I was like, I'm sorry, but they're just always loud.
Yeah. Americans are, we've spoken about it before, physiologically, the way that American accents work, the sound reverberates more than British voices. We won't bore you with the explanation, just take it as correct.
Yeah.
Americans are just louder in general than we are.
There's no such thing as an indoor voice with them.
No, every
There's
conversation
no
is sort of a few decibels higher.
Imagine if one of us was American, we'd have to constantly adjust the levels of the sound.
Oh, yeah.
So one would be shouting,
Oh,
or just they're normal, and the other one would be...
Absolutely. It wouldn't work.
It's a bit offensive, but I can't deal. I can't deal with it.
My dad's the other way around. Like, he's so annoying. In America, we laugh at it. Because there's one restaurant we went to, Outback, if you know it. It's an Australian restaurant in
For sure.
Okay, cool.
Australian. Anyway.
All the genres of food that
Australian. It's just burgers being like, it's Australian. Anyway, we went there, and the waitress obviously is very loud, and she has to be because she's talking to, like, over all of the restaurant. And my dad is very quiet, and she goes, anything for you, sir? Like, drink-wise. And my dad went, nothing for me, thank you, I'm fine. She was like, what? And he's like, nothing for me, thank you, I'm fine. And she's like, huh? And we had to translate for him, because he speaks very quietly, and he doesn't just give one answer, just going, no thanks. He always just goes, nothing for me, thanks, I'm fine. We're like, Dad, why can't you just A, speak louder, or B, just say, no thanks?
No
like,
thanks.
you're confusing her by just going,
so funny.
nothing for me, thank you, I'm fine. And
That's
it's just so
really
funny.
funny.
It was a complete clash of cultures, where he was just very quiet and saying a million words. And she's just like, huh?
The next one is...
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with them on that. Just because I've seen so many different videos of from so many different countries where they all are like, Americans are loud. So if so many people are saying it from so many different countries, like, at some point, like, it's got to be true. Like, we are just loud like that. But yeah, I guess, like you said, it's just the way that we talk. It's just the way that we... That's just us, I guess.
And she's just like, huh?
The next one is their overzealous patriotism. Very posh accent. It's just too much.
Yeah.
The kids, the schools, the national anthem,
Standing
the
up
lot.
in your classroom, like with your hand on your heart, or a baseball. So this is funny.
Yeah.
My mum and dad went to a baseball game in America.
Oh, the celebrations after they score.
No.
The national anthem?
Thing. But they, before the game, they all stand up, hand on heart, sing their national anthem. And I was like, oh, so what did you do? Just sat there? And Mum went, no, I stood up and joined in. I was like, Mum, you're not even American. And it's just imagining her standing there, Debbie Wood, this British woman, like, joining in with the song. Oh, it's so fun. She doesn't even know the words either. It's so good.
What was she like?
I don't know, I wasn't there.
Oh,
But
what?
then we went to a basketball game all
Yeah.
together, and me and my brother's girlfriend refused to join in. We just sat there like, we're like, this isn't our like, I'm happy to watch, like, go for it, America's great. But we're just like, I'm not joining in, this isn't my country. Whereas the rest of my family, all they're like, I don't know the words, but I'm going to do it. Yeah. I think Ben stood up. I don't think Ben did the heart thing. But then me and Caitlin were just like, we are not doing this.
That's so funny. Because you're an attention seeker. You wanted
Yeah.
people to look at you and be like, why aren't they doing it?
Plus, I'm also like, that's essentially pledging allegiance to America, and I'm sorry, but I'm English.
I feel that.
Fair play. I'd probably join
God
it.
save the Queen, yeah?
God save the Queen. Yeah.
Yeah? Just end everything, yeah?
Yeah.
God save the Queen, yeah?
Yeah.
This is
I
my
feel
queen,
that.
I will never remove it.
And when they were doing that, bro, they were talking like that. They reminded me so much of Moan. I can't remember his last name, but I think he's a comedian. He was on Taskmaster. He's a celebrity in the UK. I'll just say celebrity. I don't know if he's a comedian or, but they sound like kind of like Moan when they did that. But I'll keep it going. Yeah, I didn't even know it was weird until I literally started watching these YouTube videos about different countries. Like, I honestly didn't know, like, saying a Pledge of Allegiance every day before school was weird. I didn't know national anthems all the time were weird. I didn't know flags everywhere were weird. Like, I didn't know that these were just, like, essentially American things. And then I started watching all these videos about other parts of the world, and everybody's like, yeah, that's weird. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know.
This is my queen, I will never remove it. We've never sung our national anthem in class or at school. We don't even know the words.
Don't even know the words.
God
God
save our gracious queen.
God save our gracious queen. God save our
God
gracious
save
queen.
our gracious queen. God save. We don't even know it.
We don't know.
They just said the same line like 4 or 5 times in a row.
We're not proud to be British. It's just because we're kind of like,
Then we've never.
Britain's great, but so is other
Yeah.
countries.
Yeah, and we'd all rather not sing.
Yeah. Please don't make me
Please
sing.
don't make us
I
sing.
feel that.
Please don't make us all do the
Yeah,
same thing
oh
all
no.
together. There's nothing worse, is there? Like, turn to the person next to you and say your name and
That's the
make
worst.
friends with the person next to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stop.
Stop
I'd rather
it.
die.
Yeah, literally.
Literally rather.
That is very nerve wracking, especially every time, even in college, I feel like, but that beginning of the year when you're in school and you're in a new class and you got to stand up. I want everybody to stand up, say their name, say 3 things about them, so the rest of the class can learn about you. So, yeah, it's like I was not one who liked talking in front of people. Like, I can have a conversation with you, I can talk. I prefer not to. I prefer to sit in this corner, in my quiet corner, and just not be really noticed too much. And so, yeah, I never liked that.
And the last one is.
The last one is the fact that you always assume you're the only country that has freedom of speech. And I get it. We've touched on it before. We've had some comments being like, yeah, but we're the only country that puts it in our constitution or whatever it is.
And we haven't got a written
And we
constitution.
haven't got that. And by saying that hate speech in the UK can get you in prison. But I'm like, that doesn't mean we haven't got freedom. Technically, I guess that does mean we don't have complete freedom to say
Freedom of
anything.
speech.
But we don't want people who say hateful things to be
Yeah.
allowed to live.
Yeah, I
Everyone incites
Allowed to
racism,
live.
hatred and things like that. They deserve to be locked up, and every British person's like, here, get them locked up. No one
Yeah.
wants them.
know. Yeah,
So I
definitely.
don't understand, and that's why we don't have the sort of equivalent of the Ku Klux Klan in the UK, because we wouldn't stand for that, and they're instantly in jail. So
Instantly.
Instantly. So I don't understand why people are like, yeah, we're the most
Freedom
free
of
country in the
speech.
world. I'm like, no, you're not. Like, every
Yeah.
country is free, and we just don't stand for bull beep.
Yeah. I was going to say we'd rather be safe than be free, but we're neither, are we?
Not safe.
We're not
we're
safe
free.
anymore, we're not free. But yeah,
Well, this is the thing, it's just-
I do agree.
Do you feel free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I can say anything.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the thoughts that I have are not necessarily going to offend people.
No.
But I do feel like I can say
Because
anything.
you're a nice person, but anyone
Yeah.
who does
Yeah.
have those thoughts doesn't even deserve to live. So.
Yeah.
God
I
dang.
completely agree.
Don't deserve to
But anyway,
live.
America, yeah, I guess you are free. Like, congrats. Congrats. You're
Yeah, freedom of speech. I'm not the type of person to say hateful things either. So, someone being locked up for hate speech wouldn't bother me. I think the thing about that is just because I feel like here in America, we're not me personally, but as a whole, we are offended way easier than so many other countries, and it feels like we almost take offense to anything. So if we started locking people up for hate speech, it'd be like who determines what hate speech is, because know what I'm saying? One person might think I'm not offending anybody by saying this, but someone else might be very offended by what they said, and so it's like, and then I don't know. It'd be tough to make that a law because people are offended a lot easier here than any other countries in the world. I assume, I presume, whatever. And so but yeah, if you know what hate, I feel like in your heart you should know what hate speech is, and you should not say those things. And basically just stick to the rule. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, then don't say anything. Simple as that. But because we're offended so easily, to have hate speech as a law, it would be too hard, because I feel like everybody will cry and say everything is hate speech at any time someone moderately offended them or slightly offended them. And so it's like, if everybody's offended by different things, then
very free country.
It's hard.
I love the jaw forward,
really far forward.
Yeah, so I'm saying something really important
right now, so I just push my jaw even further into your face.
This is something Brits do all the time when they're really pretentious.
Yeah, so
Imagine if Hot Johnny was just like talking like that.
So thing is,
Hi, I'm John Leo.
So annoying. Okay, it's so annoying. Can't even look at myself doing that.
So there we have it. That's 5 things that Americans do that piss off British people. Like we said, we did do another video of British things that we do that piss off Americans, so go and watch that as well.
And if you have been triggered, then please leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your comments.
Yeah, we love triggered Americans. No, seriously, we get so much hate from Americans, and it's like, how many times do we have to say, this is all a bit of fun?
This is all just a bit of fun.
It's just a bit of fun.
That's what I mean when I say we get offended so easily. That Americans gets offended so easily. Or Americans get offended so easy. That's what, like, they're obviously joking around. You know what I'm saying? But people get offended so easily.
It's just a bit fun.
Just lighten up, America.
Lighten
up. I know you've got Donald Trump as a president, but just lighten up.
Amazing. Alright guys, please leave us a comment like we said if you are triggered. Subscribe to our channel, click on the bell if you want to get notifications so that you can get triggered every week.
To get
Yay. And if you want to buy us a coffee, then you can. There's a coffee link in the description. Let's all have a coffee together.
Let's have a coffee, but only if you haven't been triggered. Cool.
Alright guys, see you next time.
See you.
Bye.
See ya, as they say in America.
I enjoyed those too. But that's all we got. If you have a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. It's your boy Neal. Out.